A 5-2 win for Manchester United over Bournemouth has given them another 3 points on their quest to finish in the top 4 this season. Stevie Nicol joining me now, and there are positives and negatives to talk about in this game. But let's talk about the positives, particularly Mason Greenwood. This week, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said the sky is the limit for this player. It is hard to argue, isn't it, Stevie?
Well, I was initially thinking, with all this talk about Sancho coming to Manchester United, the obvious person to drop out would be Greenwood, and he made a big statement today saying, you know what, if Sancho's coming, I'm not dropping out. It's going to have to be somebody else, because if he keeps performing the way he did today and keeps scoring goals, whether it's on his left side or his right side, it's going to be tough for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to turn around and say, you're not playing, I'm playing somebody else. So huge statement definitely from him today, as it was from all the Manchester United attacking force. Everybody contributing, everybody movement, shots at goal, goals, you name it, going forward. It was just good to watch.
It certainly was. Do they still need Jadon Sancho if this is the case going forward?
Well, you always need good competition. And that's exactly what will happen. Well, it's not good competition, it's fantastic competition, because right now the front three are pretty sensational and look as though right now they're unstoppable. And if Sancho coming in, which we expect him to do, takes that up another notch, then my goodness, teams better be battening down the hatches when they play United.
You mentioned that front three, and then with Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes behind them, surely United aren't that far off now when it comes to being a title contender, Stevie.
They're 33 points off. That's quite a lead, by the way. So, listen, for United, they're absolutely going one way, and that's forward. Not just in the way they're playing, but in the table. The question is, and we saw it today, now you have to show the back line up. All of a sudden, Harry Maguire looks a little bit slower than he did before. You got David De Gea, who looks uncomfortable now when he's trying to make saves, regardless of how far out or how close it is. That's a huge problem. You know, as good as they are going forward, they do look a little suspect at the back, and I would suggest that because of the teams they're playing right now, and certainly up until the last 2 games of the season, they're playing teams that they should beat. So if I'm Ole, yes, it's great signing a Sancho, but I think he needs to look what's going on in the back four.
So for who was it just an off day, and who really does bring up problems in that back four and the goalkeeping spot?
Well, I think the obvious one is the goalkeeper. You know, after he lost the first goal at the near post, to me, he just looked uncomfortable. And I mean, this is arguably the most experienced player on the field. And if your most experienced player is looking uncomfortable, looking unsure, and he's the last line of defence, your goalkeeper, that is a huge problem. You know, goalkeeping, half of it's about confidence. And this guy doesn't look confident right now.
Should he take him out now ahead of next season, Stevie, or should he give him another chance?
The problem is, I'm not a huge fan of Romero. The truth is, he's better than Romero, so we can't take him out. Not if they want. Certainly for harmony. I think the way things are going with the team and the squad, the harmony looks fantastic. Do you really want to upset that? I don't think you do. Certainly you don't upset it when you're bringing in a player or playing a player who's worse than the one you're taking out. So I think you leave him till the end of the season.
Going back to one of the big positives, Bruno Fernandes, absolutely brilliant from him once again. Is he United's player of the season, even though he came in halfway through?
Absolutely easy peasy question to answer. Yes. I mean, the difference pre-Fernandes to now, I mean, this United side is completely different, and it's amazing when you throw a little bit of gold dust in the middle of players, how it makes them play. You look all around the team, and everybody's taking a giant leap forward in performances and consistency. So, yeah, easy peasy, absolutely 100%. Fernandes, their player this season.
Well, we saw some strong leadership from him in this game as well. Could you see him taking the captain's armband next season?
No, I think I would prefer to just leave him doing what he's doing. His responsibility is to carry the team forward, and be the creator, score goals, make chances, all the good stuff. I don't think you give him the responsibility of having to be the captain. I think he will do that anyway. I think putting an armband on his arm would maybe affect him, and you don't want to touch this guy. Right now, you do nothing but keep doing what you're doing with him, and certainly I wouldn't put the armband on him. No.
Just looking at that battle for the top four, then let's hope they don't bottle it. It could go down to the final day of the season. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer certainly said that. Manchester United facing Leicester on the last day, and Wolves against Chelsea. Do you see it going that way as well?
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest results of the weekend is Leicester City beating Crystal Palace 3-0. They could have been right out of the top four, even out of the top five by the end of this evening. So this no question will go to the wire. I hope it does, because it'll be exciting. There's probably, 4 teams just battling out in their own little league. So I think it's very difficult to predict. I predicted last week that Leicester wouldn't be in the top four. After winning today, then they look as though they're on their way again. It's very difficult. The only good thing I can tell you is it's exciting.
It is. So from a purely selfish point of view, which squad would you rather see in the Champions League?
I would love to see Leicester or Wolves, just because of the way they play the game. They're trying to go forward. Yes, Leicester recently have had their struggles with it, trying to break defences down, but they're good to watch. As are Wolves. Wolves they all look as though they're enjoying playing. So I would, just from a pure selfish point of view, I would love to see one of those sides in. But obviously they or even the two of them. Guess you never know.
No, you do never know. It does look as though it will go down to the final day of the season, but a big win for Manchester United has helped their case on the battle to finish in the top four.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.